I miss sharing these videos with you. I used to do K-beauty hauls all the time. K-beauty, Japanese beauty, Chinese beauty in general. They create some of my absolute favorite products, and it's very much become a trend again on social media because of the Tier Cushion Foundation, and people are discovering they love beauty products from Korea, Japan, China. So we are doing a few of those today. Everything will be listed down below for you. I have discount codes down there also for you. Please do consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up. Let's get into it. We're starting with eyes, and we're starting with a Chinese product first. This is from a brand called SHEDELLA, but they have these really cute little palettes like this. I do have a brighter greeny one, which I'm kind of tempted to go and get now, but no, I think I'm gonna stick to this. And there's a mixture of like shimmers and mattes and glitters. So you have the shades of, oh, that's really cute. A blue with a bit of shimmer to it. And then these glitters, and they're kind of like a gel glitter. So you know I'm not gonna be all crazy about how much they disturb me. Oh no, I want to prime first. So I have this primer from Code. It's called the Fix On Primer. And it's your kind of pore minimizing, skin smoothing, that kind of situation. And I wanted to try it because me and pore minimizing, pore smoothing primers tend to not get on because I'm oily and they tend to be kind of silicone-y and slippery. But I saw this was more like a fluid, you see? And I thought if it's more fluidy, it's gonna sit on the skin so much nicer. Oh, it smells good. With like a silicone kind of base primer. It definitely does have a bit of like a glide on the skin. Okay, yeah, my skin does definitely look a bit smoother. You notice there's a bit of glitter on my finger. See, it gets everywhere. My skin does definitely look a lot smoother in these areas here. Look at that. That's nice. I just want to see how the foundation sits on top, or the BB cream I'm going to use sits on top, because that's the point in a primer, right? The finish it gives you. Okay, let's go into this palette. I'm thinking, let's just do a smoky eye with this. Of course, I have no clean brushes. Let's go for this lighter blue here. Let's just smoke it on out. That's quite nice. I like how it's kept its kind of like gray blue tone. You see what I mean? Like it's not too over the top. Over the top. We like over the top sometimes. I mean, it's not too crazy neon blue, which sometimes you want, sometimes you don't. Beautiful pigment, blends really, really nicely. I think I actually don't need to use as much as I'm using. I'm just using a clean blending brush to kind of like buff out those edges. Nice. Very nice. I do think as a brand though, when I try eyeshadows, I say this often, I feel like if you're doing something wrong, nowadays as a brand where you're making poor quality eyeshadows, it's like you're doing something really wrong, because so many brands can make incredible eyeshadow formulas. Why, what happened? What went so wrong that your formula is terrible? Dior. I like that. Let's take it right up to the eyebrows. Why not? Let's do some kind of like 80s eyeshadow vibe today. Oh, I actually really like that color, the kind of like wash. Okay, let's deepen it up with this dark blue. This does have a tiny bit of shimmer to it, but it's not like disturbingly so. I'm just gonna tuck that right into here. So many people tell me that they can't get blue eyeshadow to not look old-fashioned on them. Like, you know, like 80s, this is what your mum used to wear, kind of eyeshadow. Here's the trick, right? As long as the blue has different depths to it and it's not one block color, it's gonna look modern. Different depths, different finishes, so you can have like metallic, shimmer, matte, and just use a tiny bit at a time and blend out one step at a time. And the shape as well, wing it out. If you keep it round, then it is gonna look a little bit 80s. Not that there's anything wrong with looking a little bit 80s. I don't know whether to go into this like purpley blue, or that looks nothing like on camera how it does in real life, or this kind of like white shimmer blue, which also doesn't look anything like it does on camera. Okay, let's go for the purpley one, and I just want to use it just on the lid. And then I'm going to use a tiny brush and go in with this lighter one. Ow, my back hurts. Oh, my back hurts. Go a little bit over that join. And it kind of creates its own blend, you see? Cute. So I have a little bit of fallout under my eyes just here and here. So I'm just going to go in with my primer on some cotton here. Just so we don't mess up all the primer work we did. Not that was much, you know, we just put it on and then remove any of the fallout with that. This is why I always do my eyes first. Is it gone? Oh, this is why I can't stand glitter sometimes. But I know people love it, so I talk about it, you know? I think even if I had my own brand, I would include glitters, even though I can't stand them. For the people. Okay, let me get onto skin before we finish up under the eyes. I don't have a concealer. I need a new concealer, I think. Well, I don't need a new concealer, actually. I don't need one. That's foolish to say. Okay, we are gonna go in with an old favorite of mine and yours, the MISSHA BB cream, the MISSHA Perfect Cover BB cream. I'm in between shade 23 and 25 ever since I went away and got my tan. We can work with that. So I just mixed 23 and 25 together. But I just love, I think I spoke about this. How many years ago would it have been now that I first used this and then fell in love with it? Probably talking about 5 years ago. And even to this day, I still get so many of you being like, I still use the MISSHA BB cream. It is definitely, I'm using the same brush because I don't want to dirty my brushes. It is definitely a favorite amongst everyone. I think also amongst the people with oilier skins who don't want full coverage, because for some reason people with oily skin tend to be like marketed full coverage all the time. It's like, full coverage isn't everyone's cup of tea, you know what I mean? Like sometimes we just want glowy skin that isn't oily, that isn't sweaty, that doesn't look like we've been running 50 miles. Is that a long length of time? I don't know measurements. Love, 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 love that coverage. That primer definitely has helped in this area smooth out the, it's not pores, it's kind of like just textured there. It has definitely helped smooth that out, so that's a good sign. I think it's not necessary for me. I always say, and I never follow my own advice, primer where you need it if it's necessary, when and where you need it. And I always like put it on my forehead, and it's like, I don't need it on my forehead. I always put it up here, I don't need it up here. So maybe I'll just focus on this area next time with a primer. Not for any particular reason, I just don't want to be wasteful. Okay, let me finish up under the eyes. Oh my God, clean your brushes. What is wrong with you? Okay, let's contour. One of my favorite brands, JUNGSAEMMOOL, do these amazing contour palettes like this and the brush like this. I am gonna use the brush. I'm gonna go backwards and forwards, but I'm also gonna go out that way because I wanna mix them all together too. And then I'm just gonna use this brush, almost like windscreen wipers. How easy is that? So I'm going up and down these shades, but also backwards and forwards, tapping off. That's so quick. This might be a new favorite, I think. Anything that saves a bit of time. I'm just gonna use a grayer tone by itself. It's so dirty because I keep tapping off in there. And just go down the sides of the nose there. That's a bit too snatched for my liking. Let me go back on top there. Wow, okay. Beautiful. Really, really nice. That was too simple, almost. Okay, so I got these blushes from HOLIKA. I did try, I believe, this one last time. What was this one? What's the shade? Roast Oat. But then I saw I had Taro Latte, which is this kind of like cold purple. Now, I don't think it's going to show up on me. So I grabbed Pretty Cool, which is like this bright pink. Can you see? Is my camera being... There you go, look. Bright pink. What's happening there? What's this light situation that you can't see that? And it also comes with these tiny little pads in there, which is nice for a cream blush. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm kind of scared now I've gone in. Oh, cute. I do like having this like cushiony surface for applying the cream blush. I really do like having it close with cream products, having something you're able to push into the skin with. I'm just going to tap off any excess of this onto the back of my hand and take this right up to my eyes here. I kind of like it. It's too light for my skin now. When my tan goes, which is inevitable, living in England, it'll be a nicer deep pink. But I quite like it. I quite like the brightness. It is version on grey on my face though, but that's just for shade. We're gonna go in with a classic favorite, the CLIO Prism Duo highlighters. These come in a few different shades. This is the one I like to use. It's kind of like champagne-y pink. Let's put that just right there. Look, see, oh my God. Now, I'm not one to make a huge fuss about, I am a huge fuss about highlighters. If there's anything that I go like influencer crazy over, it's highlighters. When you get a good one, it's just such a blessing. Just the smoothness of that highlight, no glitter, no shimmer. Okay, let's finish up with some lips. I'm gonna go in with my dasique Mood Blur, right? Yeah, Mood Blur lip pencil. This is the one I use to just get rid of my lip color. So any color I put on top, I don't know why I'm stretching my lip like that. Any color I put on top comes out true to the color in the thing. In the thing, this is the shade Sand Beige. Romand Lip Matte Pencil, this is Kaja Beige. And as always, overline the middle of the bottom lip. Tuck that into my lip and then overline the top, Cupid's bow, like so. So, okay, these are from a brand called Kaja. I'm sorry, anything that has like a keychain on it, I'm all about it for some reason at the moment. Hang this off your bag. It's right there. Smells good too. I wanted to go for like a nudie shade. Yeah. Yeah. So I like to apply to the center of a lip, top of a Cupid's bow. This is very almost watery on the lip. It feels really, really nice. And tap in the color to the rest of the lip. Give it just a few seconds. I'm just gonna sit back. Okay, I give it a few minutes to like melt like this. And then I'm just gonna go back in and blend it out. Oh, let me get some lashes. I got the cutest lashes, let me show you. So I got these romantic Minnie lashes. Little Minnie Mouse there. I'm gonna go for these. No, let's try these. Every time I'm on YesStyle or Olive Young, I will always just search Disney just to see what comes up, because you never know. There's some really cute stuff like this. Let me show you this mirror, this Baymax mirror. How cute. It's like padded. Why haven't I been using this the whole time? These are surprisingly long. Usually when I'm looking at Korean beauty products, or especially Japanese beauty products, they're quite usually they're quite like feathery and natural looking, and the rib is kind of quite soft. Okay, while I'm waiting for that glue to dry, I'm gonna go in with my this pad is dirty, my WAKEMAKE powder. This is one I literally travel around with. I'll take it to like events, I'll take it in my bag, it will go in the car with me. It's such a beautiful powder. Oh, they're actually really cute. They're heavier than I thought. Not heavier, but they're fuller than I thought they would be, because they do look, although they look like there's a lot of lashes, they do look kind of quite sparse. But no, they're nice. They're really nice. If there's one eye my lashes are going to stick on, it's this inside corner. That is a full face of KBeauty, Chinese beauty. I don't think we use any Japanese in here. Wait, are these Japanese? These are Japanese. As I said, I'll leave everything linked down below for you so you can check them out for yourselves. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.